over here.
Yeah, we love.
All right. Come on, everybody. Come on. There's a class. There's a lot going on in the world. A lot going on in the world. We're going to touch on a lot. We got World War III approaching. We got Epstein files. We got Ramadan. We're going to speak on it all. Do we got the Babylon 2 book up there?
Live. Let me check it back.
I don't think a lot of people definitely got to pay attention on, what's happening in the world. Give me a few seconds, y'all. I'm trying to share this class. Really share this class. Come on, everybody. What we going into Islam. Everybody's celebrating Ramadan right now. Of course, the world, we for sure believe into, we believe a lot of doctrines. We believe a lot of different ways. We feel as though that these different ways will get us to the top, right? And, that's surely not the truth. All right. So we're going to start the class and then I'm going to start off saying Shalom, Yahweh, how long you understand? The law class here in the Isupk been teaching since 1969. The school is uncommitted to Yohana. We're here to teach the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American people the Bible. And tonight in the law class, we're just going to be going over, recent topics that's going on in the world. If you have any questions, make sure you comment in the comment section below. If you want to ask a question, you want to comment, feel free. It's not a Christian church. You can ask your question. You're not going to run away from it. Right. So, what's been happening in the world since January 1st? A lot of nonsense. A lot of things that is furthering Christ coming back. If you understand the day of judgment, you will know that all the things that was explained in the book of Revelations is happening before our faces. We're seeing people going through hell on the earth, not just blacks, Hispanic, Native Americans, but also the white man. And Christ even said in the Bible that if a house is divided, it shall surely fall. Look at America right now. It's good. It's probably the can't check. In the scriptures, it says if a house is divided, it shall surely fall. America right now is falling. Donald Trump has created a great divide in America. This is not the first time that divide's been given in white society. Hey Alexa, in the time of Rome, what was the last emperor? Who was the last emperor of Rome?
From Quora.com. The last official Roman emperor was Constantine XI. He died on the wall of Constantinople trying to defend the town from Turks. By the way, you have a new notification. Do you want to hear it?
No. And the fall of Rome was because they had foolish rulers. Any civilization when they have foolish rulers, those foolish rulers is going to find a way to destroy their people, to destroy their country. And a lot of times, these countries take them decades, centuries for them to get back to where they used to be. Okay, so here in America, you have Donald Trump. Donald Trump is not, he's not displaying patriotism. He's displaying dictator. He's showing you the real America. America is a prison. Some would say it's a corporation, but America is a prison built off the backs of whites in America. This is why you cannot allow yourself to hate another black or Hispanic man or woman. You can't hate that Native American man and woman because we are the same people. We are the same people, and we are God's chosen people. If I could, sir, can I get Deuteronomy 7:6? Let me get there with you. Because when we read the scriptures, we're reading about the truth that God wants us to know. When you open up the scriptures and you read it for yourself, that's when you're going to really understand the truth. Don't read it through the eyes of a Christian. Don't read it through the eyes of a Catholic. Don't read it through the eyes as a Muslim. Read it through the eyes that God gave you. Read it, understand it, comprehend it. Read it from word to word. What does this sentence say? It says God commanded us not to eat pork. Well, we can't eat pork. It says that God said to celebrate the Passover that's coming up. I mean, April 4th. We about to celebrate the Passover. It says keep it through all your generations. Then that's what you do. Or if you just read it, you like, well, this is what God said. Keep the Passover. Many of us don't understand what God is really saying in the Bible. And that's the problem. That's why our revolutions that we try to start and we're fighting, we have a zeal, but not according to knowledge. Because the only way we can do this is by understanding a few things. Few key things that we need to understand. Hey, keep it down back there, y'all. Read what you got.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
So, if you black, Hispanic, Native American, God chose you to be a special people. You ain't just anybody. You're something that is special unto the Lord. Every black, Hispanic, Native American, man, woman, and child, rich or poor, sick or healthy, is God's chosen people. The name Yasharahla, which means Israel in Hebrew, it means that we are the princes or the princes of the power, meaning that we're all born into royalty. We're all born into royalty. Me, you, your neighbors, as long as they black, Hispanic, Native American, we all are chosen people. Why don't we know this in our communities? We've been bowing down and praying to a rock in Mecca. We've been bowing down and praying to some white man who is Caesar Borgia, the son of the Pope, where this whole family, the Borgia family, was nothing but criminals. And the picture of the Jesus Christ that everybody has in their house, or they close their eyes and they pray to, that is a gay homosexual man. Caesar Borgia, they had, I believe, one of these streaming platforms, they had a series called The Borgias. And in the series, you find out about the truth about these individuals. And the whole last picture that was painted by Leonardo da Vinci, he painted this picture using the Borgia. He even made one of his sisters that Caesar Borgia was having sex with, put her in the picture as well as a man. Like when you go down the rabbit hole, when you go down into the truth, like you gotta put your hands in the soil. You gotta dig your hands into the soil so that you can see the truth. There's so much truth that has been taken away from us, that has been hidden from us. That's why we have these classes, so that you can learn the truth. God in Deuteronomy 7:6 said, "For thou art a holy people." We are holy people, meaning what? We are people that are special, and we're supposed to be separated from every other people. Meaning what? Do that mean that we can't live amongst them? That's not saying that. What it's saying is you can't do what the white man do, what the African man do, what the Arab man do, what the Asian, what the East Indian man does. You can't follow after their way of life. That's what happened with Adam and Eve in the garden. They started following after other nations. That's a whole nother. That's a whole nother conversation that we can have today. But when it comes down to the truth, hey, y'all keep it down back there. Let her rock out. The car's back. You understand? When you read Deuteronomy, can we get Deuteronomy 7:6 again?
There's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Above all people. Most High said all people. So why are we following after the white man? Why are we following after the Arab and the East Indians and the Africans? Why are we following after these people when we should be following our God? I'm gonna tell you why. Because we're homeborn slaves. We have been stripped from our heritage. We've been stripped from our nationality. And now we go and convert to Islam. Right. We convert to Christianity. We convert to Catholic religion. We'll convert to any other religion on earth, but take our own identity back. And the thing is, we got the books open. You like, oh brother, it kills me to realize like I haven't really read the Bible until I visited this school.
Right.
And I remember my first time ever hearing about Israelites and hearing about just this understanding that the Bible had more meaning. And I heard it, but I didn't truly believe it. So what I did was I started doing my research. And what did I do? My research was open the Bible. I started reading. You know what started kicking to me? That the Bible was saying something totally different than what I was told. Now, mind you, I never read the Bible before I came into the school. Never read the Bible. Can't tell you a scripture or anything. I ain't know nothing, brother. You taught me for God. You know how people they can quote Bible verses. I didn't even know for God loves the world. I didn't know that. I didn't know the Lord's Prayer. I didn't know that until I came into the school. I'm being completely honest with you. So I read the Bible with an understanding of, hey, this could mean a little bit more different. And I said, whoa, this ain't adding up to what they were saying in the Christian church. Let me go there and tap in with them crazy niggas that wear all black called the Isupk. And I tapped in, and I didn't even believe it at first. It took me time, and I kept asking questions. That's all I always say. Ask your questions. Ask questions so that you can get your clarification, so that you can verify things that you might have questions about, right? Or you might wonder about, or you might disagree about. That's why we always have an open door policy. Come in and ask your questions. Don't be afraid. Let's talk about it. Because as Black, Hispanic, Native Americans, we are at the bottom in the world.
Right.
We don't have a military that defend us. on a national level, the way how every other country. I mean, we get picked on. When people are upset, they take it out on us. David, sit up and hold that right. Nobody should have to be doing all that. White people for years, they'll go bankrupt, they'll be broke, they done lost their job, right? Something happened in the world. You know what white people would do? They would abuse black people. They would abuse Native Americans and Hispanic people. They would use us as a kicking post. You know how like you get a squeeze ball and you squeeze that ball and because you're upset and you're trying to relax yourself, well, they will abuse us. Like we are at the bottom. We are at the bottom. And these people spend billions of dollars to keep us slaves. They spend, I would really say trillions of dollars because we are the number one cash cow in the world. You understand me? Like when companies advertise, they advertise for us. They know that we're going to spend the money. You understand? Gucci don't like that. None of these major fashion designers like black people. You know, but they're going to promote it to us because we can spend money with it. If I give you another one, look at Balenciaga. If black people and Hispanic people and Native American people don't buy Balenciaga, who the hell is going to buy it every day? Excuse my money. But I gotta say it like that because these Balenciaga is pedophiles. Y'all know? Go look at some of their merch. Go look at some of their advertising. These cats I would not be surprised that the owners of Balenciaga wasn't at Epstein Island or had some type of alliance with child sex trafficking. We better wake the hell up, man. These people spend millions and millions and trillions of dollars to keep us away from our greatness. Because once we, as blacks, Hispanics, and Americans, go back and serve the Lord, well, what's going to happen is they're going to lose. You know, if you're a drug dealer, if you're a white man, Chinese man, you selling drugs. Well, if we keeping God's commandments, we ain't getting high, we ain't selling your drugs, we ain't killing one another, we're not destroying our families no more, we fixing up our families. We doing what God said in the Bible. Get the counseling. Take heed to the wise men. That's what we would be doing. The white man will fall. All these dispensaries, the dispensaries will fall. They make money off of black and Hispanics and Native Americans. How was they able to fund that war down in South America? How were they able to fund that war in South America? Because they were selling crack to us. They was supplying one drug dealer that goes by the name of Freeway Ricky Rose. I think that's his name, right? I was about to say Freeway Ricky Rose. The whole show, Snowfall, is about Freeway Ricky Rose literally selling drugs for the CIA. And the CIA using that money so that they won't have to go to Congress. This is what they do. They try to throw it under the rug. People expose it, they got unalive. The books is out. The people that made the book, they got unalive too. And now it's public record now. It's public record. You go look it up. Tired of people, white people. And this is the one thing about white people I don't understand, right? White people cannot look in the mirror. Like, you think soldiers go overseas and have PTSD just because they had to unalive somebody? No, they had to see their comrades gone in them fields, man. They said there was soldiers that would cut people's heads off. They cut their head off and they was taking pictures of it over there in Afghanistan. They was running, they was selling little boys and little girls, making money. over there in Afghanistan. And of course, you ain't gonna say nothing. So that white man, he might not want to get down with it, brother. But that sister, they don't want to get down with it. But they like, shoot, I can't write out time, right? I'm gonna look like a rat. Something happened, they ain't gonna give it. You know what I mean? There's a lot that come with that. These cats can see some things. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, wow. So I want to get back to the scripture. I want to get back to the scriptures, man, because I want to get back into it. For this very point right here. Deuteronomy 7:6. That's probably the imam right there. Deuteronomy 7:6 says, "But thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are on the face of the earth, above everybody. The Lord chose you, Black, Hispanic, Native American, man, and woman, to represent him on the face of the earth. Let people make you believe that you're nothing but a nigger. That you're nothing but a legal immigrant. These white people was trying to call all Hispanic people, all Haitian immigrants. Oh yeah, they're breakers. They eat dogs. They eat cats. They do. We make America go round. This is why you gotta maintain your integrity in this world. This is why you cannot allow these people to have any room to say anything about you. That's what we do here in the ISBK. You know what I'm saying? You get in the ISBK, you're going to learn how to be the same way how we are. We make sure there is no room for error. We make sure we double, triple check behind ourselves. Because the Lord said to always reevaluate, always evaluate yourself. Blacks, Hispanic, and Americans, we must evaluate ourselves.
Right.
Because these damn white people don't give a damn about us. They don't give a damn about us. We go and vote. We stand in lines in all kinds of free weather. We bust our ass day in and day out. They take portion of our goddamn check. They making it hard for people to be able to stay on health care. They're making it hard for people to live day by day. How many people have came in to America politics? We're going to raise minimum wage. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. And they don't do shit. Excuse my language. They do nothing. These people will not say, you out. These people don't give a damn about you. They don't give a damn about me. They don't give a damn about none of us. Like Michael Jackson came out with that song. They don't really care about us. You understand? They don't give a damn about us, man. That's why we must care. This is why getting into ISBK here is so important. Because this is the home of the truth. This is the home where you Black, Hispanic, and American, you will be loved. You will be cared for. Because that's our job. Our job here in ISBK is to tell that's cool. That's mine. You understand? Like, it's our job to be there for you. To be your brother, to be your sister. You understand? To be your brother. I mean, to be your father. I mean, yeah, be your damn brother. You know what I mean? That's what we need. We need brotherhood. We need sisterhood. We need unity. We need the community. One of the beautifulest things that I love about the ISBK, right? When you go to the Passover weekend, your family is safe at all times, right? You can literally let your kids run free. You would check on them, you know, from time to time. They running around with all the other kids. They never met these other kids a day in life, but all the kids show love and they're kind to one another. We don't have fights going on in our organization. We all loving each other. We doing it without getting high, without sleeping with some women that ain't our wives. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how in the world you have to gather, especially in the Islamic community. You know what I mean? Lord give y'all some mercy this year, because when every time Muslims all get with it, and this been happening for a few years now, because we have social media. I don't know how long it's been happening, but one time somebody came out with an AR-15 and started shooting into a crowd. It was a young Muslim man that shot into the crowd. Then there was numerous fights going on last year at the end celebration of Ramadan, right? Hopefully, the Muslim men actually step up, stop worrying about them their own selves, and actually be a protector of their flock. I put this post, I put this comments on Philly from Philly, a rapper from Philly. I put this comment under his post, man, and it was so real. Even he had to like it, and it still get likes to this day, because what I said to him was, Muslim men need to step the hell up for y'all youth, something among that. And so many people had to agree, because when I go and I look at the organization here in the ISUK, I see nothing but soldiers. I see nothing but willing participants that is here to save our people, to service our people. When I look in the Muslim community, I see Muslim men with the attire on. I don't see too many Muslim men outside doing the work. But if you look at a man inside the ISUK, an Israelite that's inside the ISUK, you're going to see Israelite men that is doing the work, that is going to make sure that this truth be heard. If you want to, and this is the thing with religion too, for you to quote any prophet, it doesn't matter what prophet you quote, all of those prophets put in the work, and they made sure that the men under them put in work as well. They talk about Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ made his men put in work even after he was gone. He said, you better not stop doing this. Ezekiel put in the work of the Most High. King David put in the work of the Most High. You read the book of David, the book of Psalms, read the book of David, and read about how King David he prayed to the Lord to destroy our enemies. He didn't pray to hold hands with them. He didn't pray to live kumbaya with our enemies.
Right.
This is why Martin Luther King wasn't somebody to listen to. And Malcolm X. His earlier message kind of resonated a little bit more. But his later message, he's about to align you with the white man. He's about to align you with the white man. Because he didn't understand the truth. You understand? Like, he didn't understand the truth. This Bible breeds warriors. It breeds soldiers. When you pray, your prayer is a soldier's prayer. Your, as a sister, your prayer is also going to have the support. You're going to be supporting the brothers that's in the school, the soldiers that is down for the cause. You want to pray to the Lord and say, Lord, may you protect this. May you protect me. When you say that, you understand that you're asking the Lord to protect you from the white man and all his devices. Doesn't that sound crazy? Officer Barlow, people going to church. They sit next to a white man in church, not knowing that you're praying so that the Lord will protect you from that white man. Because he's the enemy. And the Lord said, you shall never trust your enemy. That's in Ecclesiastes 12:10. That's in Apocrypha, something that the white man took out.
Right.
White man took this part of the Bible out. The Apocrypha. It says that never trust your enemies. Then when you read Deuteronomy chapter 28, you read about who is your enemy. It tells you Don't believe, we can read it. Can we get, if we could, so can we get Deuteronomy chapter 28? And let's start at 32.
There's a book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Our sons and our daughters, nieces and nephews, our mothers and our fathers, you know what I mean? Given to another people. Like, and the transatlantic slave trade was hell. Everybody had a hand in it. Jewish people try to act like, oh, we didn't have a hand in it. You was definitely funding and insuring those trips to give it.
Right.
And let me make another thing clear. White people are Jewish people are white people. It doesn't matter what they try. You know what they try to say for us? They be like, yeah, we didn't do nothing. We was 1% or 5% of the people that was involved with the slave trade. Last time I checked, the Edomite is an Edomite. Am I wrong, sir? You know what I mean? You're gonna fall. That's why Jewish people's hand is exposed. That's why, listen, the ISUPK made it through the power of God. You know, through the power of God, the Lord allowed us since 1969 to expose the white man for all his lies and all his crimes. At one point in time, the Jewish man was able to sit quiet behind closed doors and do all acts of evil because the Most High Word had been broadcast. You think that all these things, all this, the focal points about Jewish people not even, like Tucker Carlson, you know that he knows that the real Jews is blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Because he said, well, he went over to Israel, right? And I think he interviewed one of the actors. And he asked him, like, yo, like, how can y'all claim to be God's chosen people when y'all didn't even get your DNA test? He's like, we can crack them genomes. Y'all should do a test to see. Benjamin Netanyahu, he's from Poland. He had no ties to being a Jew. And Tucker Carlson knows that. And he said, Netanyahu is not even religious. He's not even a religious man. He has no ties to being Jewish, but y'all still act like he is, right? And he started poking holes at their beliefs, and we've been doing this since 1969. They wanted the ISBK not to teach the truth. You know that they came to us for money. They came to the school, wanted us to stop teaching, offer millions of dollars. We denied it. Now, for those that left and started teaching some other things, I lied to you. I think somebody took the money, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to bet that they wear purple. And every you know, all the women love the men in purple.
Right.
You know, all you sisters out there. I'm gonna tell you why so many women love. You know, I'm not saying all of them, but a lot of women love when they pick up the idea of being an Israelite, and they pick up this idea like, all right, I'm an Israelite, and they start sightseeing. They go to IUIC, the men in purple, because they know that they can lie to them and say that they can only have one wife. That's literally the only reason why women go to IUIC. Barzal, I wish I was lying. That's what they go for. They'll tell you all this stuff. So yeah, they would just bring up, it's so heavy, this and that. You know, I was like, and you know that they get to marry, they can only marry one wife. Yeah, that too. Yeah, I know what the hell you went there for, idiot. You know what I mean? Now you're being led by homosexual We didn't take the money. We didn't change. We ain't throw away the language. We didn't throw away the garments. We didn't throw away nothing that was Israel. But when we look at the Israelite groups that broke off, one of them really stands out to be one of those groups that just have a lot of stains and a lot of speculations. You know, on it. I mean, not even speaking the Hebrew Barzal, that is damn near blasphemy. But that we're talking about, we ain't gonna speak the Hebrew. We ain't gonna have Hebrew names. You mocking the the cadence that's been passed down as tradition here in the ISBK, and even throughout Israel all the time. Wow, we tell y'all, man, getting in class is important. You understand? But let's get back to it. The coming down the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 is such an important chapter. And I advise everyone to read it. Jot down your notes, and if you have any questions, make sure you tap in. Because there's a lot of information in the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28. It is like a contract. When you are about to sign on to a job, or you about to, do business with someone, there's always a contract that has to be signed. When you sign this contract, it's, you got the fine print, you reading all through it, the do's and don'ts, and, would this happen, that happen, everything go good, this is what you're looking at, your posts and all that, your quota that you gotta keep, all of those things. Well, the book of Deuteronomy tells you what happens when you do good. It tells you what happens when we do bad. And this is as a nation, not just individuals, but as a nation. Right? So when you read the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 32, can we get that again?
It's the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
My sons and what?
My daughters
Go ahead.
shall be given unto another people.
Shall be given into another people. We know that we was given to another people through slavery. Through the transatlantic slave trade, our children was ripped from us and given it to another people, right? We've been through that transition. This is the reason why we're supposed to keep the commandments of God. So we won't have to deal with our children being ripped away from us. That's what we're reading in the Bible. And this is what we're supposed to know since we was young. This is supposed to be a lesson. Like, hey, this is why we keep God's commandments. Because this is what God will do to us if we don't keep it. And this is what we are going through. This is what happened. And this is why we got to do what we got to do. This is a lesson that is supposed to be passed down throughout the generation. All right, keep going.
God. And thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long. And there shall be no might in thine hand.
Yeah, there's going to be no might in their hand. You're not going to have the strength to be able to, you're not going to have the power to take your child back. You're going to be a prisoner, of war. You're going to be a slave. You're going to be able to get your kids back. This is why God, Yahweh, what he did for us in these days of time, giving us back our heritage. He's given, like us being able to break down this Bible, knowing that all of us had this Bible in our house for so long, and we're able to read it right now and say, well, that's what that means right there. Yeah, I get that. I understand what love not the world and God still love the world really means. Everything has context. And if you don't read it through the eyes of the spirit, I don't want to sound so spiritual, but you gotta read it with the Lord eyes. You have to read it with the glass that the Most High gives. You understand what I'm saying? Like you gotta learn it from the priests of the Lord. We're the ones that gotta do it. That's why our job is so complex, because we have to work day and night to figure out how to get through to you. Day and night. How the hell can we get through to our people? What new strategies we gotta learn? Listen, it is very hard. You think a brother is gaining weight? Any Barzell, they see a brother that got weight on him. They want to talk trash about. You know that brother is busting his behind for his family. He got to first. He got to do the work of the Lord, right? Got to do a bunch of things, running schools, having all these departments. Got to teach probably twice or three times a week, right? Let's not forget, he got to make sure his men and all the women in his school is fine, right? Take care of families, you know what I mean? Put money on people's books. He got to make sure that he's going to work. Yeah, that brother gonna put on some weight because all he's doing is working, eating, and sleeping. You know, got time to go to the damn gym. You understand? Barely got time to make love to his wives. That brother can put on some damn. I just thought that was what I had to say. Because people be talking, I'm like, you understand? This brother don't get high. All this brother do is bust his behind for his people. You understand? And that is something for you to understand. I be hearing people talk about. I'm like, nigga, if all I do is smoke weed and do whatever hell I want to do after I get off of work and done taking care of my kids, I'd probably be skinny as hell still too. You know what I'm saying, bro? Yeah, your wife want to listen. You get up. I'm gonna tell you, brother, son, this is crazy side, bro. You brothers, you better start getting good traditional women. All these fast ass, these promiscuous women, ratchet. You better clean up your bifocals, man. You better get you a good woman. A good woman, you gonna come home and she's gonna cook a meal that you like. This is when you know the loving is good. You come home and the food just hits your face, right? She already got it set up for you. She got your clothes laid out because she know that you got to get in the shower. She making sure you feel good when you come home. None of that nonsense. That's the type of woman you want. You get what I'm saying? And your plate is looking righteous. You get what I'm saying? Plate looking righteous. Get your woman like that. Get your woman that everybody don't see her body the way how these other men can see other women. Make sure your woman she has some shame about herself if she look promiscuous or any kind of way. You know what I mean? Get a woman that knows how to communicate with you. That a good representation of what a woman should be, so that your kids can look up to her and be like, yeah, that's my mom. You know, that's mom. She all right with me. You know what I mean? I see too many of you brothers out here making the wrong moves. And this is scripture right here in this chapter that we can go to. Can we go to Deuteronomy chapter 28? I want to go to verse 22.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 22.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord shall smite thee with a consumption,
Mm-hmm.
and with a fever, and with an inflammation, and with extreme burning.
Yeah, the Lord, if you want to go and follow after the white man and be in the horse, like when you're in the world, if you have followed any man figure in your life, when you're a teenager, he's gonna be prompting you up to go have sex with females, right? And here's the thing: you should not be teaching a young man to do that because sex is marriage. Right. I know it sounds crazy, and I've been talking to my little brother. He's not under my house, so there's not so much I can tell him to do. I tell him, hey, know that you're making bonds with women. You get what I'm saying? I would tell you not to do it. But he's not my son. He's my little brother. He has a mother. You understand? But if you are a parent, if you in that position, you should teach some young man to, oh yeah, this is what you want to do, boom, boom, so that he can now live a life of having sex with a woman and throwing him away. Vice versa for females. Don't teach no young girl. A lot of these women out here, they teaching young girls to be whores without even sitting them down to teach them how to be a whore. They watch them be whores. They watch them commit all types of whoredom. They see you on the internet. They see you on the internet. Your sons and your daughters, you brothers out there, they see the woman that you're attracted to. They see the woman that you have a relationship with. They see it. They see it. They like, my dad, he likes to deal with women that are hoes. Why not be there? Am I lying? Am I lying, brother? I'm lying. Look, I was growing up, when my dad settled down, my dad loved the hoes. All right? My dad loved the hoes. I remember my dad was like, yeah, this is such and such right here. And like in my head, because my mom, she always was my mom always talked about my pop. They had to beef. It was a love-hate relationship. My mom would be talking about all the woman they was dealing with. Oh, so like in my little mind, I'm like, what you doing? Look at this hell right here. You know what I mean? Like I knew that there was some fun. All right. And growing up, because we're in the world, my dad was teaching me, passing me the torch. Well, son, this is what you're going to do. This is how you're going to do it. And I soaked up so much of the game. I felt like I was being manipulated. I was like, damn, this is coming too easy. You know what I mean? I'm just saying things that my dad told me to say and doing things that my dad told me to do. I wasn't taking none of these females serious. Until I came into the school and realized that if I didn't change, that this could be me right here. This person fall on me. And this is what it says. It says the Lord will smite thee with consumption, with fever, and with inflammation, with extreme burning. That's HCVs and HPVs, viruses that we can fall under. Think about how many homosexual men in our community, blacks, Hispanic, and Native American people, gay men, and lesbian women, what is it? What's that thing called? Monkeypox? It was so bad. It was so bad that the gay groups tried to silence the CDC from speaking on the truth about monkeypox, and that it was really primarily in the gay community. I remember Jeremiah Hyman, he's breaking it down. He said, yeah, where the monkeypox had the sin is at. Yo, one white guy said, it feels like I'm sitting on shark glass. I said, oh! Yo, I was in the truck. Oh! Yo, we was freaking out. It looked nasty. Y'all ever seen monkeypox? That's some nasty stuff to see, man. Yo. If you don't keep God's commandments, when it comes to, being homosexual, if you don't want to leave homosexuality alone, it's a new one that's in the gay community. I forgot what they said it was, but they said it's a hyper STD, a hyperactive STD that's in the gay community right now, which is insane. Because in IWK, we're not catching STDs. We're not getting HPVs up in here because we practice safe sex. If you lay with them, that is your stuff. That's why in IWK, then we have standards. We have women have standards. Some broad that left the school, see what we all found out last week that this sister left the school because no man wanted to deal with her. For whatever reason, I don't know. And I was told I was it. It must have really been that bad. This sister, no man wanted to deal with her in school. Mind, there's a lot of brothers. My line brothers, it's a lot of us. I was shocked. I said, nobody married? Like, nobody? He wanted to marry Africa. He married Africa. What the hell he married a damn African? And that's what he's talking about it. And it's because he was lonely as hell. You understand? And you gotta have standards. She didn't have standards. She didn't follow what God said to do. I said, man, don't marry into other nations. Don't do it. In Deuteronomy 7:3, it says, don't marry unto these other nations, marry unto these other nations. Because if you marry into another nation, you will serve their gods. You will serve their people. You will change your ways to please man and not the Most High. The Most High said, don't never marry into these other nations and people. Right? And we can't trust them. Well, this sister is on Facebook posting how amazing it is to be married by some stinking ass African, which is insane, Virgo. I mean, I can only believe it. I'm like, what the hell? And then you go marry this African man. Don't you know that they are the number one? Them, the East Indians, is the biggest scammers in the world. Next to the white man. White man is the biggest scammer. Nobody scams more than him. He's a professional. The East Indians, they're on a whole another level of scam. She got married to this man, literally on paper. And the school tried to tell her, don't do it. Again, because we protect the flock, we feed the flock. You know what I'm saying? If the sister need to get a man, we're going to help you get a man. We're going to walk you every step of the way. It's not called party. When you're in this school, you're supposed to be changing. No man had said that sister wasn't for them. Not for nobody. That's all I'm saying. I'm telling you, but I'm trying to understand what the hell is going on. I still don't believe it.
Me too.
But at the end of the day, you gotta take heed to the measure of the Lord. If you don't have standards when it comes to your body, when you give it to, you hire your risk of catching something. You hire your risk of having a hell of a relationship. You know how many women out here get their ass beat because they got with the wrong man? But it was some guy that was really wanting to do right by her. She said to help him. You know how many times I've been spoke to females that passed up on me in the past? They was like, yeah, you Israelite, and I don't think I can do that. And I come to find out that the dude that they allowed to get in there, get them jeans, Margo, was whooping their ass. She said, I can Tina there, and nothing makes it. But this is what happens when you don't have no head. This is why you women out there, you need to understand the importance of a relationship, especially the relationship of a father and his children. Now, I'm not acting like every father is going to be a good leader. I'll be young to say that. But having that man present in your kids' lives hires the potential of them being more successful in their ways in life. Straight up and down. Stop fighting I see women tell me, yeah, I don't let the kids, I don't let my kids see their father. I'm like, damn, wow, what happened? What he Al Qaeda or something? What he a terrorist? You know what I mean? What he illegal? What you talking about? Yeah, no, because he be acting crazy. That's crazy. He be trying to be controlling and he do this and that. I was like, this stupid bitch is literally trying to unalive our kids. Y'all wonder, y'all sisters out there, you wonder why so many men is so what you would call sexy. Is because they've been raised in houses that didn't have a man in it. Wasn't a man present. The mom chased away the father. So a lot of you guys is out here, especially these young guys. Like, you ever play a game of 2K? I bring this up again, bro. You ever play a game of 2K, you will see how effeminate these young men are. You'll see how feminine these men are. Niggas complain like females in the damn game. And it really started dawning on me one day when I was playing. I was like, what all you do just complaining? Like, I damn near can anticipate when somebody's going to make a complaint. Like a female. And I'll tell them, yo, man, why are you complaining like a female? Nigga, shut your bitch ass up. Hey, bro, you on a video game. This ain't real life. You know that this wouldn't transpire in real life? What are you talking about? Why are you being so emotional? Did you be emotional? We gotta get back to the basics.
Right.
We got pedophile in the office, Oval Office right now. So that should just show you that the American dream is bullshit, right? We have the entertainment world doing their best to try to hide the truth and give us nothing but hell. Did y'all see Tyler Perry? Tyler Perry played Medea. So he played all the three characters he played, right? And the movie is about Tyler Perry's father and his son going on a road trip, right? Remember I told y'all, don't teach your sons and don't teach your daughters how to be sexually active when they're teenagers? Well, the trip was trying to change the perspective that this young man had on the world, being a young black man. Now, of course, this young man was raised around white people, so he had this whole thing where he adopted the white way of looking at things. The grandfather was supposed to be taking him to this, he's supposed to be taking him to a college so that he can go visit. And it's a white college. But on their way there, they stopping at all of these black historical places. So they stopped past the gas station. I tell you not. Tell me why the grandson and the grandfather got oral sex from a man in the bathroom. Like, when I watched the movie, I said, why would he put that in that movie? Why did he put it in the movie? Because that's what they want for us to consume. Tyler Perry don't got that big studio in Atlanta. Like, if you driving down Atlanta, you will literally see Tyler Perry studios. Like, Tyler Perry owns a good portion of Atlanta, Georgia. I don't even know, bro. I was like, when I was in the Airbnb down there, I think I was like 10 minutes away from the studio. Literally, he has a sign on the E-way that says Tyler Perry Studios exit. Tyler Perry got a big behind studio. You think that the Jewish man just gonna allow him to be free to do what he want to do with that studio? Hell no. Because these people make money off of us being slaves. They would have never allowed Tyler Perry to be pro-black. Why do you think 50 Cent not pro-black? 50 Cent ain't pro-black. 50 Cent will go at his own people. And he read this whole 48 laws of power. 50 Cent would never go at white people. He'll go at white people. Why? Because he knows white people is his master, and he understands.
Right.
He understands it. Now, he understands white people are my master. I'm never going to disrespect them. I can get away with anything if I do what? Go at my own people. Troll my own people. I control them up and down. I can't control white people. White people, he never said nothing about Donald Trump. He had all this smoke for Diddy. You ain't had no smoke for Donald Trump, though. You got all this smoke for Jay-Z. You don't got smoke for Donald Trump. And you don't got smoke for him. Why? Because he understands who his master is. You know what I'm saying? It's sad. It is disgusting on how it is in this world. But these people, they need to keep us at the bottom. And I need everybody to understand that this is not a conspiracy. This ain't a lie. This ain't a myth. This is real life truth. That's why you must fight to keep your family. You must fight to not do drugs. You know what I mean? Be a good representation in your houses. Be a good representation into the world. Don't be somebody that, you know, when they look at you, they see a drug man, they see a drug dealer, they see a murderer, they see a pimp. You know what I mean? They see an alcoholic. They see everything that is evil unto the Lord. When people see me, or they see Alpha Broad, they see young black men that stand for something. When people that know us, they know they probably celebrate. I'm not going to go over Thanksgiving dinner.
Right.
I'm not going to even say them. Know that they're not going to eat it. I'm not going to call them and say happy birthday. That is honorable unto the Lord. That's honorable for your representation to represent who the Most High is. And that's righteousness. All right. So we read about the whole STD HPV. Right? Let's skip down to verse 28, please.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 28. The Lord shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart.
Yeah, man. The Lord, you know, he cursed us with astonishment. Lord is very low. Madness. You know, that's why when you go on the streets and you see people on drugs and get tripping out, you know, they commit certain crimes. How the hell would you do something like that? Why would they do something like that? That's because the Lord has put this up to pretty much punish it. Like, we're living out of punishment. But you know who else is going to serve a punishment? The white man. The white man has his day coming. You think World War III is happening? The U.S. military soldiers is trying to stop Trump from starting this war with Iran. Because they know what's going to happen once it starts. You ain't going to be able to just say, all right, well, I'm pulling out. No. If we fight this war, this is going to be a whole nother Afghanistan happening. Because China and Russia is right there in the water, right along. Like, they're not that far from the U.S. military, where they're at. Like, they're right there. And Iran has subatomic, supersonic missiles, where if they shoot these missiles, it's hard to intercept them. China told America, you strike us, we want to allow you to strike first. You can strike as hard as you want. Just know when we strike, we want to feel it. You want to regret it. The U.S. military has went. They said in the leaked email, it said that they feel as though that the soldiers are destroying the plumbing on board. I don't know if y'all know, but the fleet, one of the largest fleets of the U.S. military Navy, is on the waters, and all of the plumbing is destroyed. There's nothing but feces and urine backing up into the ship because the soldiers done destroyed the plumbing. Flushed all types of toilet paper down in there. You know what I'm saying? Messed with some type of track, whatever they did to destroy the plumbing on the ship because they don't want to fight because they understand what happens next. World War III. World War III doesn't want to happen. And blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we can't be afraid because God said that He was going to come in the days that in these days, the Most High is going to bring back Christ. And it says in the book of Revelation that He's going to bring him back. He's going to come back with a sword. He's going to smite the nation. John the Revelator seen this, and he's seen this vision. He's seen what happened. He's seen what the Most High set Christ out to do on the face of the earth. To take out the remnant of our enemies that's faced on the earth once some bomb strikes. This ain't no joke, man. This is real life. This is why we must keep the commandments of God. If we could, sir, let's keep reading. Verse 28.
Come. Verse 29. And thou shalt grope at noonday, as the blind gropeth in darkness.
Mm-hmm.
And thou shalt not prosper in thy ways, and thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore, and no man shall save thee.
No man shall save you. That's why the Jewish man can't be the truth. How the hell Jewish people don't have no claim to Israel? They got a book called the Talmud, which is one of the most evilest books in the world. Jewish people, they fighting back right now from performing circumcisions to little boys. Do you know that Jewish people, they perform circumcisions with their mouth? Let that sit in for a second. Jewish people performs circumcisions with their mouth. You ask a Jewish man, you're like, y'all perform circumcisions with your mouth? Yeah, it's culture, tradition. And you ask them, can you show me that in the Bible? I haven't seen that. And they won't be able to ask, well, it's Talmud, this tradition that, we practice. Abraham never did it. Abraham got a knife, cut his son's foreskin off, and his wife called him a bloody man. The young boy was crying. Because he's like, that hurts. That hurts. But the Most High wanted it done because it was a token for the covenant the Most High made. Every man and child is to circumcise themselves on the 8th day at their birth. That's the covenant that we have. You know what I'm saying? And these white people, man, is different. They have been saved many a time. They have been saved. They've been saved right now. If it wasn't for America intervening with Iran, the Iran, war, Israel would not be around right now. You do know that, right? Like America is the slave to Israel. I don't know if y'all know. That's why Israel, they made sure that they get a lot of dirt on America. That's why they made sure that they set up a thing where it's called APEC. And these Jewish people, they give politicians money who want to continue the agenda, right? So all your politicians that you so much love and care for, they receive APEC money. And when it's time for Jewish people to want America to break bread, all those people that take that APEC money, we want to do what? Do what the Jewish man said. That's why you will see them go overseas and kiss the rock in Israel. You'll see them wear a yarmulke. You'll see them kissing some ass of some Jewish man so that they can be, all right in the eyes. So they can live a good life. Which is insane. You know what I'm saying? But we definitely been punished Ain't nobody come and save us. The Jewish man definitely gets saved all the time, especially in the time of the Holocaust. He definitely was saved. And he got that land in Israel, and it's not theirs to keep. Like they here for right now, like Jewish people. Let me tell you something about Jewish people. You know that Jewish people on Pride Month, Tel Aviv is a safe haven for homosexuals. They said it was literally the first safe haven for homosexuals in history in our homeland in Israel. Ain't that something, brother?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Like, do you understand that the Lord destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah? Never did get. You know what I'm saying? The Lord don't play about that when it comes down to, that homosexual lifestyle. He don't get down. He will punish you for that. You know what I'm saying? But let's go to verse 37.
Verse 37.
Hold on, let me get verse. You can go to verse 30.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 30.
Mm-hmm.
Thou shalt betroth a wife,
Uh-huh.
and another man shall lie with her.
Yeah, so that's a curse. Like you dealing with a woman, you know what I'm saying, and another man go and deal with a man. That just means it's harder than the woman. It's no brotherhood in the woman. Here in Isupk, we not gonna have sex with your wife. We ain't gonna do that. If you talking to her, hey brother, go ahead, do your thing. We dip off. You know what I'm saying? We ain't about to do that. Like my wife. Yeah, I wait. You know what I mean, bro? Bars off. Child bars off.
What's that?
He said, man, had kids. I said, Kyle, what kind? Throw it up. Now, bro. Thank you, bro. Yeah, like straight up and down, like you got listen, man. You of course somebody. And I was like, yeah, you is. All right, I check in like a couple weeks later. Hey, you still recording? Yeah, all right. I'm just like, that. You know what I'm saying? All I said, damn, you know what I mean? And man, that one time, I ain't asked too many damn times, but I asked that one time. She said, laugh out loud, nah. I said, Stevie J hands, we in there, you know what I'm saying? Like, straight up got in there, and now, I got behind the ticket in the game where it changed, you know what I mean? But, hey, listen, it's a curse, though. Men out here, they were for sure straight up and down and start talking to a broad, pillow talking, all of it, and go ahead and sex with that broad. And that is unbrotherly. It is unbrotherly for you to have, deal with a woman that's already courted another man, that's promised to another man. Like this man's supposed to, it's arranged that he's going to marry her. And she approach you, or you approach her, you game her up, and then now she choosing. That girl is wrong, knowing that she's betrothed to another man and he go and lay with her. That is wrong. Now she ain't had sex with this man, so what she could do is say, look, maybe I'm not ready. Maybe I'm not ready. I ain't gonna sit up there. I don't think I want to get married yet. I don't want to do this. And she calls it off, right? Technically, now she can go talk to that brother, right? And see if that's who she want to be with. You understand me? But not if, she's betrothed to another man and she's doing it behind the man's back. And now she's having a separate relationship with this man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's damn near like that brother don't give a damn about her, nor do she give a damn about that brother. And it's also showing that that sister don't give a damn about that brother that she was courting. You understand? And that she was that she was going to end up marrying. She don't give a damn, right? And she's putting a lot of shame on her family. I know all this sounds weird because in today's society, we don't have that type of system. It's about, hey, I want your bitch, I'm gonna have her. Yeah, she choosing, I'm gonna have sex with her. Ain't that what all the songs say? I'm gonna have sex with your girl. I'm gonna get her high. I'm gonna get her drunk. I'm gonna have sex with your girl. I'm gonna have sex with your baby mama while your kids in the other room. That's evil. That's evil as hell. You gonna go have sex with another man's wife? You see that this sister talking to another brother, and you gonna still continue to talk to this brother? Instead of you saying, you know what, hey, you talking to me, cuz look, I ain't, you cut that down, when y'all finish talking and you gonna deal with it, holler at brother, on. Keep it moving because that's how you being a brother to that. You don't even know him. But it helps us be a better people. Like, just imagine your reputation is that type of brother. Like, yeah, I'm gonna have sex with another man. Because that's my brother. I ain't gonna do that. Or even if it was a white man, he got a sister. So what? He belongs to him. And a man having sex with another man's wife is gay.
Right.
Let's talk about it. That's like you putting on another man's condom after you finish using it. That man, he just used the condom, then he give it to you, then he's about to use it. That's gay. That man do everything to that woman. Everything. Flip her upside down, reverse it, all of that. And here you go. You want to kiss on her. You want to put your bride with another man's bride. That's gay. That ain't gangster. That ain't no pimping. That ain't nothing good. But that's the culture that the Jewish people, the entertainment world pushes. They spend billions of dollars to push that narrative on us. To go have sex with other women. Go have sex with men's wives. You know what I mean? Go to shorty and family. Good. You're causing more dysfunction. You're taking yourself away from you being God's chosen people. You're taken away when you go and commit crimes and you don't keep the commandments of God. You're helping Jewish people. That's how they feel. Shut them down. Think about it. Who would you? Your history books. Who do you think wrote the history books? Go look at the companies that own those. Go look at them textbooks that own those books, and you'll find out that it's a lot of money being spent to keep you dumb. You go to college. I know a cousin that went to theology. He went to college to study theology. I asked him about some history on the Bible that is simple knowledge. He couldn't break it down. I said, what happened if you never kept the Passover? What happened if you didn't circumcise yourself on the 8th day? What happened? He couldn't understand. He couldn't answer. Because these institutions they spend billions of dollars a year to keep us dumb. That's why they can try to put y'all just welfare babies and all that. Jewish people on welfare too. Well, white people won't talk about Jewish people because Jewish people own America by the laws. You think Jeffrey Epstein was notorious the way how he was just for no reason? No, Jeffrey Epstein believed in Satan. He was a Baal worshiper. He worshipped Baal. He had a bank account named Baal. He was a Baal worshiper. He ate kids, sacrificed kids. You know what I'm saying? He definitely abused kids in the worst way. And he got U.S. officials compromised. The CIA, if you go look it up, do your research, look at the whistleblowers. There's so many Mossad agents in America. It's insane. They said they said the White House doesn't accept gifts from Israel because every time they accept a gift from Israel, there's a bug in it. You ever heard about that, brother? It's a bug in it, meaning that this Israeli intelligence put bugs. Like if you get it, they send a gift to the White House. They're like, yeah, we wanted to gift you just Mr. Trump, and it would be a whole clock. This was passed down from the 12th century. They want Donald Trump to put that in the White House so that they can listen to every little intel that they can get. When people get hired, you don't think that they are agents of other agencies around the world? Jeffrey Epstein was not just any ordinary pedophile. He was a pedophile with an agenda. And he was crazy enough to do it. That's why speculation that him and his wife he's not dead and his wife really ain't in prison. Literally, his wife was sent to a lower maximum prison. Some broad that abused children gets to go to a lower maximum prison. Ain't that something great? Word up? She in there with a support dog. She walking around with an umbrella. She eat better than us, word up. They having caviar. You know what I mean? They eating truffles. They eating all that. She eating good. Because she got intel on America. America don't want to release. And that's why she told Trump, man, y'all let me out, man. I'll tell you anything that you want. Trump know that she ain't gonna say anything. And Trump really want to get her out. But I'm pretty sure Trump and her was in bed together real good, doing a lot of dirt. They ain't covering up these Epstein files for no reason. They doing it because of some high grade individuals on those files that they don't want that information to get out. The FBI ain't conducting no interviews with the victims. The victims been out there forever. The DOJ, Department of Justice, have not conducted any interviews with the victims. Why? Because these people are evil. These people are a curse that was sent from afar for a language that we don't know. And it has spirit counselors, not regarding the old nor the young, that will lie, cheat, and steal to maintain power. And this is why keeping the commandments of God is so important, so that we don't fall victim and allow these people to continue to reign over us. If you want to make changes, man, get in here in the ISUK. Get in class. If you're a brother, get in all black. There's no excuse. These classes is free. You can get here in person. You can add, you get it in, read, ask questions, all of it. Break. It's time. It's high time. What the hell are we waiting for? We already see what's going on outside. How much more God has to do when it's, to teach us to change. The only way you can do this, man, is get in class, get in these classes, man. ISUK, that being said, Shema.